See, as we go into the draft of game number 3, how IMBA is going to be able to take this, because I have a feeling, I have a gut feeling that IMBA might just be able to take this game.
That's your gut feel.
That's my gut feeling.
Let's see. I think we're gonna be. We can probably.
Your team is banning.
Do a voting later on between the two of us. I mean, just
Yeah,
basing
we
on the
can.
draft phase. Okay, first ban though by Bren Esports, and it's an Alice. A reasonable ban. We've been seeing this ban all throughout. Almost, I didn't see any Alice play so far for the first 3 series that I've casted. And 100% ban as well for the Clud. No Clud at all for this game.
We'll see. Second ban is going to determine how the game's going to happen.
Leomord, I think, will still be banned.
I'm feeling a Hellcurt ban coming in.
It could be Hellcurt, could be Lunox, I'm not too sure.
Might be a Cho. Just get rid.
Cho still,
Yeah,
just
that's
get
still a
rid of
possibility.
the best Cho in the Philippines
Yeah,
world.
that's a possibility. How? Well, that's a Grok ban.
Grok.
Okay.
Is banning.
Interesting.
Okay, it's actually Bren that got scared against the Grok of SxC
The Honda's
Imbalance
Grok.
a while ago. The Honda.
The Honda Grok.
I mean-
Sounds like a car model. Honda Grok.
I know, right? Be surprised if Honda actually picks out a Johnson
They
for
could.
the first pick, but it's gonna be a throw in case. I mean, Johnson as first pick is not really, I think, a wise decision.
Oh, there you go. There's a Hellcurt ban
Hellcurt
coming in
ban.
from
Picking.
SxC IMBA. Okay.
Just like what you have mentioned a while ago. And Hellcurt, of course, side laning capability of this guy, man, is just too much. And he can support globally anywhere in part of the map. But Bren Esports securing Lunox, it seems. Reasonable if they would lock this in. You know, the Lunox has a lot of, I mean, all of the heroes have a lot of damage, but this is a mage with the potential to actually
Your team
go
is
mobile.
picking.
I mean, a lot of sustain as well. But meanwhile, EXECRATION Imbalance will take away the Cho of
okay.
Yelly Haze.
I'm wondering who's going to pick up the Cho, though. Probably give Hayes a lesson or two on how to play Cho.
Oh,
and
Leomord
then
though
Leomord-
again is available. So, oh my goodness. So far, 2 great heroes for the side of SxC Imbalance.
But
Will they be lucky in this game?
it's just going to matter for the last 3 picks for SxC Imbalance to see how Cho and Leonard's going to work well for
Your
them.
team is
So far,
picking.
we'll see how Bren's going to react to this. They have to have a reaction against this composition because Cho is a one-on-one champion that's going to be able to deal a lot of damage.
But I guess it probably would depend on how well Imbalance is gonna play this Cho as well. We know that there's a really great Cho player on the side of Bren Esports, but at the same time, probably this Cho player knows how well to counter this Cho on the side of SxC Imba.
And looking at the picks, do you think those are going to be enough?
Will this
Your
be enough?
team
We'll have
is
to check out
picking.
the last 2 picks for Bren Esports and the last 3 picks for SxC Imbalance before we can actually tell. But sometimes, you know, even if you have the draft already, even if the draft is already, you know, there, you know, things could actually turn out, especially on late game time, mid to late game time, just like what we saw
Yeah,
on
we're-
round 2, wherein we thought
we thought
Bren Esports
yeah.
is already winning the game, but apparently SxC Imba was able to turn the tables around, and they actually won the game.
And that may be a case here. I'm already seeing the early
Your
game
team is
potential here
picking.
by SxC Imba. It's already there. Bren Esports opting instead to go for the mid-game spike here with their current composition.
Looks like we have a Thamus pick in here. Will they be locking this in? This is the question though. They have an Akaya Thamus. Will this be their combination for this 3rd game?
Oh wait, so
Game.
it's an Akai and a Thamus. So Akai's gonna be knocking everybody back while
Yeah.
Thamus is gonna have that AoE damage. I think
That could potentially happen. Plastika
Your
Akaya
team
that could
is
actually,
picking.
you know, probably pull off for, you know, one member, squishy member of Team Imbalance at the moment. It could be the Harley. This is one squishy hero that so far Imbalance has. Probably Alucard just being highlighted. I don't think they're gonna pick up the Alucard. I mean, Alucard has really great Hello, Alucard user. That's really great. I mean, you know, lifesteal and damage as well, but he's lacking the crowd control. I mean, for the current season of Mobile Legends Bang Bang, wherein there are a lot of heroes that has a lot of crowd controls. You know, if you put a hero that doesn't have any crowd control at all, just damage plus lifesteal, I mean, what will it do? Probably in task games that would be okay, but for pro plays, I mean, for professional tournaments like this, I don't think so.
Where it all matters, that's gonna be a questionable pick. But there is a draft. There is the story.
Okay.
IMBA, are they gonna be taking this, or will Bren take this? I'll ask you for your prediction.
What was the last pick of SxC IMBA? That was a...
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice as well. Oh, we'll have probably... Let's look at the first... I mean, when the game loads. But guys, dear viewers, let us know in the chat which team are you rooting for. Probably you've put all your guest coins for Bren Esports, but basing on the drafting that they had, do you think... Yeah, you know, let's just be honest. Let's just be objectives on our, I mean, decisions. Do you think the lineup that SxC IMBA picked, you know, can do something against the lineup of Bren Esports?
I feel like IMBA is opting go for the early game, mid game type of playstyle, while on the flip side, Bren Esports might opt to go for the mid game towards the late game. So IMBA has the potential to secure this game if they end it before 10 minutes, or at least get to the tier 3 turrets before 10 minutes starts. That's the only way they can win this.
There we go. Okay, basing on the lineup, I think, just basing on the lineup, okay, I think I'm gonna go for the... I'm pretty half-hearted in this one. They got a Leomard and SxC IMBA. They got a Lunox on the side of Bren Esports. Oh, but hey, I think I'm gonna go for a Bren Esports lineup in here. They got a Lunox, plus they got a Kaya. So far, 2 meta picks on their lineup. Plus, I believe UG plays the Lunox so well. He's giving him the tank heroes that he can play. I mean, it's just like, I think it's gonna be magical for them.
It is going to be magical. And of course, this is game number 3 in this best of 3 series between Bren Esports and SxC IMBA. IMBA winning game number 2. You are just tuning in to the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2 regular season. I'm Nomad, and this is Kaisaya, and we have an engagement here over at the bottom lane. Bren Esports opting to go for the kill there onto Archie, and Archie is going to fall down. Honda, 1-4 HP down, and is going to have to fall back.
That was just the right target. I mean, you don't want the Leomard to go online as early as possible. It was Yuji that took away the kill. Yuji needs to go online on that Lunox, and the Lunox negated so far this early game time the ability for Leomard to actually go online as early as possible. So far, I think so. I mean, it's a good first kill or first blood.
It is a good kill. That's almost 1,000 gold lead here for Bren Esports. They might secure it a bit more. Pain diving in towards Bonchon in the middle of those 2 turrets. Smart call to fall them back.
Yeah, so far though, oh, was that 4 members being sent over by Bren Esports in the bottom lane to push away the Leomard. We're seeing their strategy in here for them to actually get an opportunity to take away the turtle.
Dealing a lot of damage onto Dexter, but Haji is just one step ahead. The turtle is down and Coco is down, so that space traded. 4 members of IMBA overstayed their welcome air over at the top lane. Hayes, though, looking for the kill onto Bonchon. Not going to happen.
Not going to happen, but they try to chase them still. Well, they proceed still, though. They're now under the turret. Instead, they'll be cutting off the creeps here on the top lane of SxC IMBA.
I think that was a fair trade for Bren Esports. They lose Coco, but at the same time, they have the turtle. That's early golden XP for them.
That's a lot of gold, actually. Getting the turtle gives you a lot of gold compared to what the crab could give you. Plus, at the same time, an engagement here in the middle lane.
Diving in, going for Coco, but is going to have to fall back. SxC IMBA is not going to be there to back him up. That's a questionable move there by SxC IMBA, by Honda himself. But Haji, though, diving in for Bren Hayes. Gonna fall back. tried to deal a lot of damage, almost takes him out. If only Dexter was there. Archie, though, all alone against Coco, but Coco not having a lot of damage output there.
There you go, of course. Successful back away for that Archie. I mean, you don't want to give another casualty for SxC IMBA. Now that they need to catch up now. It's 2k gold lead for Bren Esports at the moment. They're being very aggressive in all the lanes. You can see them. I mean, SxC IMBA just backing away. Seems like they're scared so far on the aggressiveness of that Bren Esports.
Yeah, SxC IMBA is slowly struggling. We're already 4 minutes in. 2-1 is their score line. Bren Esports has a 3,000 gold lead.
Man. And
That's a lot.
we get another turtle just summoning up, and now it's available for. I mean, it's up for grabs. Anytime Bren Esports or any team could possibly rotate in that area, probably they would pick a fight first before they actually try to get that one. Let's see in
Speaking
here.
of picking a fight, Yuji and Pain, they need to fall back here. They can't go up against a 3-man SxC IMBA, but they do get stunned. Bonchon, no follow-throughs though by SxC IMBA. While that's happening, Coco is pressuring the top lane. The rest of Bren Esports are actually opting to go towards the bottom turret here. Honda stunning Pain.
Great luck by Pain though, but
Oh, here we go. This is going to be a huge fight. A lot of HP's dropping low for SxC IMBA. That's going to be 2 down on the side of SxC IMBA. Bren Esports just showing their micro outplays in this fight.
You saw how so much burst damage Yuji with the Lunox and with that rebound on the Gushin has on that part. Why? I mean, they could have just back away. SxC IMBA just could have just back away instead of giving themselves a casualty. But at the same time, it's hard to decide as well, because if they back away, they're gonna be giving away a turret, free turret for them. But now, look at this, objectives after objectives. That is what Bren Esports is currently doing right now. After picking up a fight and winning off that pick of fight, they're gonna get the turtle. Plus, look at this.
Yeah, despite Tamis falling down, you know, I feel like it's fine. They got the turret, they got the turtle, they created space, but oh my lord, Bren is off for blood here.
Man, how? I mean, how are they doing this? So much great gameplays at the moment. They're cornering every heroes that they could potentially corner, and they were successful in doing that. So far, the rotations, even though they would go for a 4-man gank, I mean, if they would go for a 4-man gank, sometimes, most of the time, it was just so fluid.
It's
They
really
were successful.
You destroyed a
like
turret.
they'll just immediately show up,
Yeah.
get 1 kill, go back, secure other objectives, and go for another clash. Just like what we're seeing here, where they slain Archie while they get Bonchon as well in the process, and they got a top turret as well.
Yes, meanwhile though, on the bottom lane, you can see Thamus all alone at the moment. Looks like the turrets are still, I mean, the turret is still standing strong. Catching up in here, our Bren Esports member, but oh, look at this.
Oh, Dexter just getting a lot of damage from Coco. Almost gets taken out though. Almost.
If not for that backup from the rest of the members of SxC IMBA, probably that member died already.
Yeah, probably. But Bren Esports, look at them. They're just not minding Coco for the meantime. They're just going to opt to go and secure objectives. The middle turret is going to be down. Lord is going to come up in a few.
Yes, and so far, all of the tier 1 turrets of SxC IMBA are all down at the moment. Look at this consistent gold lead of Bren Esports right now. Just as we just showed the graph. Itemization wise, you can see the reason why, you know, both of the teams getting this boots to actually give them a boost. I mean, in terms of gold.
Oh,
But-
look at this.
Oh,
If they search for an opening, in terms of just going for the objective, just like how Bren Esports does it, but while this is happening, like, they can't afford any deaths at all. That's just going to solidify Bren Esports' lead. And that's something that IMBA
Yes.
cannot afford at all. I can't stress that enough.
yes, they have to be very careful in terms of positioning. Now they got
no,
caught up once
Boncho
again.
getting caught off guard there. Haji being pulled as well. That's 3 men down onto the side. of SxC IMBA.
This is what we were just talking about, wherein they cannot afford to give Bren Esports more kills because this is now happening.
Oh, that
Bren
steal though.
Esports
The
is
steal though!
Wow! Oh my goodness! Didn't know that.
That was a huge steal by Archie. That's gonna turn the tides here. Yeah, Archie dies, but still the Lord falls down onto the side of SxC IMBA. That's pushing potential for them. That was a smart steal by IMBA.
It's very risky, but at the same time, it probably paid off. But the question is, will Bren Esports allow that to happen now? Honda, together with Bonchon, getting more aggressive now. But the aggressiveness, I think, is just way too much. Well, here's the thing. Yes, SxC IMBA took away or stole that first Lord of the game, but it's a squishy Lord. And you can see how aggressive suddenly Bren Esports went into an aggressive play style even further as they try to take away tier 2 turret in the bottom lane.
Because, hey, they got the Lord, fine. We can go hyper aggressive so that they won't be able to assist the Lord in pushing the top lane. That's what they did. They immediately went for the bottom lane. They just rotated out of it. And it costed them 1 or 2 guys, but it doesn't matter. They have 1 turret down. They're inching closer and closer towards SxC IMBA's base. And IMBA still has no response at all to what Bren Esports is going for here.
Yes, still a lot. All of the
getting
tree.
caught off guard again. This might be detrimental for them. Yes, Honda is going to drop low, and he's going to be taken out. That's a mega kill for UG. Hayes surviving the 3-man SxC IMBA lineup there. Bonchon though dropping low. That Harley's not going to be able to deal a lot of damage. Dexter is going to force a fall back.
You can see here SxC IMBA built or took items wherein they could negate healing potential or HP recovery potential of Bren Esports, but so far it seems like it's not really working so well. Probably because there's a huge gold gap already. You can see it's 10k gold lead in favor of Bren Esports, and they're getting more objectives still as they try to clear off the waves in all of the lanes that they have.
Man, Bren Esports 10,000 gold lead. That might be the end for IMBA. Just one more decisive clash.
Yeah, the Necklace of Durance is with Harley, of course. Getting Necklace of Durance, yes, it will try to lessen the healing capabilities of Bren Esports, but at the same time, the Harley is losing damage. But
oh, this engagement though at the middle lane, IMBA is trying to defend it as much as they can, but it's not going to be enough. This turret's going to fall down eventually, but IMBA able to push back Bren Esports, but at the price of Bonchon and at the price of Archie, I don't think it's going to be a fair trade. The minions are not in favor of Bren Esports here, so they're going to have to fall back. The Lord is going to summon in about a minute or so. That's going to be an objective that both of these teams need to secure, and this is going to be another siege towards this tier 2 middle turret. That's going to fall down. Tier 3 middle turret is going to be the question here. Dexter getting pulled there. Coco goes for another mega kill. And the pressure is just being sustained here by Bren Esports. On and on, Honda is going to fall down. This tier 3 turret's going to fall down. That's another kill onto Haji. Bonchon is alive. Archie's going to fall down once again.
What is Bonchon going to do here with the Lolita now? Definitely he cannot defend this at all. The death timers are very heavy, being pulled out of the base.
Bonchon being pulled out, and that is it. This is the end. Bren Esports is going to get the game. 2-1.
There's the signatory teleportation skill that they do whenever they try to end a game. And oh, we have here summon creeps from the side of SxC IMBA. Oh man, they didn't finish.
It's not yet. It's not yet
they could have potentially ended it if they didn't do the TP thing.
Yeah, this is too cocky, but their cockiness has a place. They know that they're the best in the country.
Yeah. But so far, that they could have. I mean, if it's me, I could have just ended it with my team. But anyway, let's see if ever SxC IMBA actually wins this fight, probably have to end that kind of TP signature move.
Yeah. This is, if IMBA still wins this, it's gonna be salt on the wounds of Bren Esports.
And this is the second Lord of the game. Let's see here. Both of the teams are actually waiting in the brushes, trying to check out, doing a face check. Who's gonna start this over?
Oh, Pain's gonna start it. Now Honda's gonna fall down, no questions about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm mispositioned by SxC IMBA right over there. So, and on the back lane though, we can see having a 2 versus 1, the Karina together with the Harley.
Oh no, Hadi's gonna fall down. SxC IMBA, no replies at all. Dexter dealing a lot of damage onto Rebo, but a lot more damage by Hayes and Rebo. And that is gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. Bonchan's gonna fall down, and it's gonna be Archie. The Lord is at Bren Esports side.
And is this still chasing the Leomord? I mean, Leomord trying to buy time, but the rest of the members of Bren Esports, it seems, will be proceeding in the middle lane to actually clear up the waves. Archie is actually in the base of Bren Esports.
Yeah, it's just fall back, yeah. But he's gonna be caught. Honda's gonna fall down. Archie's gonna fall down, and this is officially it.
Officially. If not, I don't know what to say anymore. If they still try not to end the game, but probably the Crips will end it.
The Creeps will, but
no, they're still going for more kills this time. They don't really want to end this as early, but now thanks to the last hit of the Creep, as opposed to last member of Bren Esports. Congratulations! It's 2-1 in favor of Bren Esports. Bren Esports will take home plus 2 points now. They got a total of 11 points for the latter. UG 10-0-12, that's a lot.
That's a lot, and he is going to be the MVP of this game. Good effort, though, by IMBA. They try to hold out as much as they can towards the end, but ultimately, Bren Esports, defending champions, show how strong.